dump the water out, Spikey. Hold on, buddy. Hold on, buddy. I'm coming. Here, give it to me. I'll dump the water out. It's all dirty, Spike. Hold on, buddy. You got it all dirty. Hold on, Spike. Hold on, buddy. Hold on, let me get the stuff off of it. Your food is so dirty, buddy. Hello. Oh, thank you, Sage. I hope you guys can see. I'm holding this bowl for him so he don't get mad. Alright, let me drain the stuff, Spike. Let me drain the muddy water off of it. Hold on, buddy. Buddy, you can't eat the bowl. Hi, buddy. Hi. What are you doing? What's Sam doing? Hey. Hey, you're not done eating. Are you done? I don't know, Spikey. You're funny. I don't know what you're doing. I think he wants in his house. You want your house, buddy? Come on. Oh, open the door. Ah. Spike, a bird pooped on you. Look, he's got bird poop on him. Spike, a bird pooped on you. I just now noticed that. That's funny. Spiky, a bird pooped on you today. I'll wash it off tomorrow. He is so grouchy if you try to mess with him when he's going to sleep. Yeah, like I just now noticed that too. Like, it's clearly bird poop. Oh, thank you, Quinn. Ain't that funny? Like I don't know. He's just like, I don't care. Yeah, Kevin, I totally get it. I totally get it. That should be Spike's middle name. Which he, really just started being grumpy recently. Like, he's always been a pretty funny turtle. Like, always, well, he still makes me laugh, but, I mean, his grumpiness just really started, like, the last couple weeks. And I'm like, I hope he grows out of it. Or whatever was making him grumpy, I hope it goes away. Because I liked him much better being funny. That's a perfect name, though. Yours is probably a boy. Is yours a boy, too? I gotta put this camera up, guys. Is Grump a boy? I bet you Grump's a boy. Because, well, I've only seen one female. One fully grown female. But, like, at the time, I'm trying to fix this camera, guys. Sorry. She seemed happy. Like, when I don't know, I've seen her probably about 20 times. And, like, every time I've seen her, she seemed, really happy and fun and played and loved to climb. And, aw, thank you, Quinn. I love Spiky like one of my kids. He's, you know what I mean? I've had him for 11 years. I tell him all the time, I'm like, buddy, you gotta get back to, you know, being happy and funny all the time. Which he's doing better. I mean, like, the last couple days, well, I'd say probably last 3 or 4 days, like, he hasn't been near as grumpy as he was, you know, 5 days ago. Like, I don't know what flipped or what happened, but he was really grumpy. Grump is over 20 years old. Yes. Sorry, so do they get grumpier the older they get, Kevin? When, Spike, the average Salcutta tortoise lives 25 years, but right now there's one at the zoo that just turned 50. So they're thinking it just depends on their diet and the health of them. You know what I mean? Like if they have a healthier diet, they'll live longer. And I've always fed Spike the stuff that the zoo feeds them, pellets, them nutrition pellets and stuff. Like that's what I fed him since the very first time he's ever ate. That's what he ate. So I'm hoping and praying Spike gets longer than 25 years. He's going to be 12 in September. This is what he does when he goes to sleep. Like he has to, I mean, I guess it, you know what I mean? Like, I guess if that's what makes him feel comfortable, I would do it too, I guess. But like he literally just has to, does Grump do this? Does he like, before he goes to bed, like has to, I don't know what you call it. Watch his back legs. I love his back legs. Like his back legs are so fat. I just love them. I want to squish them. But he will flip out if you touch his back legs. And I don't know why, but he loses it. Like he comes unhinged if somebody touches his back legs. Aww, a little box turtle. You know what, Gwen? I have asked so many people within the last 2 months, like, how long has it been since they've seen a box turtle? Okay, like, where I live now is in the country. And, you know, up until like 10 years ago, I would see 20, 30 a summer. Yes, yes. He loves to dig too. And probably, I haven't seen not one box turtle in probably at least 8 years. At least 8 years, not one. And everybody I ask, you know, how many box turtles they've seen, everybody's like, I haven't seen none. I'm like, where are all the box turtles going? I mean, you used to see them on the road all the time from being hit. Every turtle that I've seen hit on the road has been a snapping turtle for probably the last 5-6 years at least. I don't know where all the box turtles are going, but it's really worries me about them. Like, have you guys seen a box turtle anytime recently? His, you know that, flooring that you can get for like the garage or whatever that's got like, that's like, oh, that's cushiony, you know what I'm talking about? Like the cushion squares that you can like put together and it's for garages or whatever. It says, hi, hello, I can't talk today. Kylan. Yes, they love to dig. Yes. Well, that's underneath the linoleum that I got down. That he's got that squishy, you know, that squishy padding floor foam stuff underneath there. So he's not laying on like the wood or anything like that. Well, it's linoleum, but underneath the linoleum, he's got that foamy floor stuff. So it's squishy over there. I did like literally half of that half over there, all over there's got that foam flooring, and then this half over here don't. Let me see if I back up, if you can see the difference in them. If you can see how like it'll go up a little bit there, and that's just because underneath the linoleum it's got that foam flooring over there. Look, and Spike knows where it ends too. He's like, alright, I can't go past here because it's not squishy. Oh, thank you, Gwen. You too. I hope you have a good time at football practice. I mess up all the time too when I write. Trust me, I get you. I can read it because that's how I write too. I hope you have a good football practice. Hi, Calvin. Oh, thank you, Gwen, for coming and talking to us. I gotta make up a name for this right here, the scooting around he does, but I'm trying to think of a name that I can call it. Hey, we can call it like the watermelon crawl or whatever, you know what I mean? It's like he's crawling around. He is so funny. Spike, you are so funny, buddy. Oh, he must be needing to poop. He must be trying to make a spot to poop in. Which I don't know why. He never did that before. He would just poop. But he's growling, so that's the only thing that makes me think that he needs to poop is because he's growling.
good.
Yeah, finally, Kevin. Finally. He ain't done yet, though. You can tell by the way he's got his front feet. Does he? I'm glad. I'm glad because I thought Spike was the only one that did this. Grump, that is the best name ever. That is the awesome name. Oh, I hate all these flies in here. I gotta put up some fly strips. I got some in here, but I think they're full. I need to take them down and put new ones in here. I hate these flies in here. Oh, squirt. Oh, I want to get another one too. I just don't know. Look, Spike, can you guys see him looking at me? Can you see his eye? He's like peeking at me. I want to get another one too. I just don't know how Spike will, if Spike will like it or not. It makes me nervous because I really don't want another one if Spike ain't gonna like it. But I want another one because I want Spike to have somebody to, hang out with and stuff. I wish I knew somebody that had one or any turtle just so I could see if Spike likes being around another turtle. I think them flies are aggravating him. I gotta go get some fly strips. Does Grump and the squirt get along? Do you think Grump would get along with another male or just another female? Do you live around Ohio? Yeah. See, that's my fear too. Because when we're like where I got him, like they don't sex them or nothing because they just hatch. So you get what you get, kind of. And I'd be worried about if I got another male. Because I don't think Spike would, I don't know. But see, I don't know. And hi, Ghost. Yeah, I know. See, that's my problem, Kevin. I can't find nobody around where I live that has a turtle so I can see if Spike likes being around another turtle. Some days I think Spike would get along with another male turtle, and then on his grumpy days, I don't think that he would. But I could be wrong. I mean, I could be totally wrong. He's never seen another turtle in his life. Well, when he hatched, he was in there there was two of them that hatched at the same time that they had in the tank thing together where I bought him from. Yeah, see the pet store where I got him, they only get like 2 or 3 at a time. Well, they must have only got 2 when Spike and the other one in there. And like, I asked if they were male or females, and he said, we don't know, we just put them in there. Yeah, Ghost, see, that's what I'm afraid of too. That's what I'm afraid of too, is that would happen. Alright, I'm gonna turn this, guys. I mean, I don't know if he's pooping, but He's acting like he's going to, so I'll move it off his butt. He does that sometimes and he don't poop. So, I don't know what he's doing. Oh, that fly is on his face. I can't stand that. Get it out there, Spiky. Did you see him shake his head? I'm gonna go get some fly strips, Spiky. Get these dang on flies out. What, buddy? Does Grump do all this? Why is it funny that I'm in Ohio? I'm like 25 minutes from Cincinnati. Yeah, look at him. Let me show you. He's showing you how tall he is. Ghost. Well, you guys shouldn't have moved out of Ohio, and then Grump and Spike could see if they like each other. What are you doing, buddy? Spiky, what are you doing? A football? Okay. Only balls I've ever tried is that big tennis ball that he hates, and you know, the other dog balls, the balls that the dogs play with, that he sees them. But I might have a football. I don't know. If not, I'll have to go get one. What are you doing, buddy? His spikes on his arms just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Yeah, I'm going to try a football and see if Spike likes it. He don't like any of the other balls. Well, he likes the little ones. The littler ones, but he don't care about the big ones. He hates them, actually. But I'll see how he likes the football. I think this is so funny when he stands on his tippy toes. Oh, it flies on his face. What are you doing, buddy? Are you a big turtle, Spike? Are you showing us how big you are? Does Grump do all this for you? Oh, Spike is the noisiest turtle ever, Kevin. He never stops making noises. I always say if Spike was in the wild, he would be dead the first day. Well, when I do the sleep streams, that's why everybody likes watching him. He's never quiet. Never. He's always making noises. 24 hours a day, Spike's making noises. And I was like, I thought turtles were supposed to be quiet animals. Spike is the opposite of quiet. I gotta go get them fly strips. I think I got them in my room. Them flies are making him angry. You actually have a quiet turtle, Kevin? Hold on, buddy. I'm gonna go get you fly strips. I'm gonna run and get some fly strips out of my room, guys. I'll be right back. So then that proves that Spike's just you know, a loud turtle then. If Grump don't make all these noises. This is Spike 24 hours a day. Like when it gets real cold out and I take him inside in the winter, like I used to let him sleep in my room, and I literally would get up in the middle of the night and put him in the living room because as you see during the sleep streams, all night long, this turtle makes noises. And he gets loud. I don't know if he's dreaming or what he's doing, but he gets loud. That's funny. Spike, you're supposed to be quiet. Don't eat you a turtle. I just put these fly strips in here. Wow. That's remarkable to me, I guess, because I've had Spike. Yeah, he does ghost, doesn't he? Yes. That's what I always tell everybody. If Spike was a wild turtle, he wouldn't make it past day one because when he sleeps, like when Spike sleeps, he don't put his head or nothing in his shell. Like he just sleeps all out. Okay, he's got his eyes closed right now. He's going to sleep. Like his head and everything's out. He's like, no, I don't gotta go in my house when I sleep. I'm just like, Spike, I don't know if you're a normal turtle or not. Well, you got lucky, Kevin, if you got two quiet turtles. Because I only got Spike, and he's the opposite of quiet. I mean, I always thought growing up turtles were quiet animals, but then I got Spike, and I'm like, they're not quiet. I'll hang some over there by him in a minute. Yours don't snore or nothing, Kevin? Like your turtles don't snore or anything? Oh, but you would still hear them, trust me. You would hear them. Like if I just open the door to let the dogs are in or out or whatever, you can hear Spike. Flies are aggravating me. I know they're aggravating him. Wow, I'm just amazed that you got two quiet turtles. Unless Spike's the only noisy turtle. I might just have a fluke, you know what I mean? Oh, Ghost, he won't. When you put another animal, like a cat or dog around Spike, he won't sleep. Like, he'll, he don't, I don't know how to say it. Like when he does want to go to sleep, like he'll go as far as he can away from the animals and like try to get in a corner or something. Oh, that's amazing, Kevin. Maybe Spike's just a special turtle. I mean, I don't know. He's just a noisy little booger. Yeah, I haven't tried that, Ghost. Maybe I could try that, see if that would work. But I mean, even when he was a baby, like a hatchling, like he has made noises. You know what I mean? Like from the first day I got him, he's made noises. Them flies are making him mad. Yeah, Kevin. Well, Spike likes to sneak up on the dogs and the cats. Like if he catches the dogs and the cats not paying attention, he likes to sneak up on them and scare them. Spike does do that. But when the dogs sniff him or something, he don't like when the dogs sniff him. He starts hissing if they sniff him. But it Spike always waits for the cats and dogs to lay down and not be paying attention to him. And Spike would come up behind him and just like bump into him and stop. And it's like, and he almost, I don't know, it's just funny because you can just tell that he likes doing that. Because when he does it, it scares the cat or the dog and they take off running. He's like, gotcha. Well, I'm glad Spikey wasn't born in the wild. Because if he was born in the wild, he wouldn't have made it. Because he's too noisy. He would have definitely gave his position away. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, Spike. I'm going to put some over there in a second. I already got one fly on this strip over here. I hate these flies. I wish I could spray like off or something on Spike. So them flies wouldn't get on him. Does your turtles like sleep in their shell when they go to sleep? Do they sleep like a normal turtle does? I'm sorry, Spikey. These flies are making him mad. Let me put one of these things over there by him. I'll put this one over there. Hold on, buddy. I'm coming to put a fly thing by you. Sometimes, other times. Yeah, that's how Spike sleeps too. He's all out of his shell. I hope these flies are really running. Let me get another one of these fly strips. Oh, yeah, that's true, Ghost. Yep, that's true. That's true. I never thought about that. Yeah, because I've always worried about him. Because he's always been a noisy turtle. Like, from day one, he's been noisy. And I always used to think, like, why is he so noisy? I mean, it don't bother me, but... Ghost, he's anything but quiet. I don't know why all these flies are coming in here. Dang it. Haha. There's already 3 flies. 4. On this strip I just hung up. And I just dropped this one in the hay. It's kind of chilly out today. When I walked outside, I'm like, where's the hot? Oh, did you have fun, Gwen? That's good. I'm going to put another fly strip over here by him. I'm putting them up, buddy. Trying to get them away from him. Wonder why the flies go to them strips. I've always wondered that. They do. It's like they go right to them. This one's got 1, 2, 3, 4 on it already. Like you would think they'd be smart enough not to go on them. See, one on his arm. Yeah, see, they're still aggravating him. Hopefully they'll get on these strips pretty quick. Wonder if they have any spray made for. I know they make some for not turtles, for horses, the fly spray, but I don't think you could use that on turtles to keep the flies off of them. I can call the vet and see if they know of any products. Normally though, if I just hang these fly strips up, well, it's probably my fault because the ones that are hung up, like, they're old. So it's probably my fault. But if I, hang these up every couple of weeks, it takes care of all the flies and they don't aggravate him. Yeah. If you touch him, he wakes up. And he's really grouchy. If you wake him up, he's not happy at all. He hisses, and if you do it more than a couple times, he'll throw an absolute fit. He likes to sleep. I know, Kevin, that's what I tell people. Oh my God, I'm so glad you said that. That's exactly what I tell people when they say they want a turtle. Like Spike, I always say it's like having a 2-year-old. A forever 2-year-old. Because even though they, like he's 11, he still acts like a toddler still. And that's exactly what I tell everybody. Like, they're wonderful animals, don't get me wrong. But they're like having a constant 2-year-old. Like, whatever you don't want them to get in, that's what they're going to get in. Whatever you don't want them to climb on, that's what they're going to climb on. Wherever you don't want them to dig, that's where they're going to dig. Like, it's exactly. That's the only way I know how to explain it is having a toddler. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I don't mind having a toddler, just to explain it to somebody that don't have one that wants one. Like, if you have the patience to have a toddler forever, then you have the patience to have a turtle. Did you get Spike? I got Spike, this pet store that I got him at. They order them when they're in the eggs still. And then when they get them, they put them in the incubator. Yeah, Kevin, I do want another one. And when I got Spike, he hatched 11 hours before I got him. Him and another one. There was two of them that hatched at the same time. Yeah, I want another one though. And plus because no matter if it's a male or female, they'll be inside in their little aquarium thing for 3-4 years at least before they'd be big enough to even play with Spike. But then I think, of all the people that's gotten these kind of turtles and, don't want them anymore because they realize that it's like having a toddler. And there's, like, I just can't. I haven't really tried though, but everybody, like, my daughter always shows me people online that want to get rid of theirs, but they always live like 20 hours away or something. But I'm sure there's a rescuer somewhere because I wouldn't mind taking, one that's Spike's age. But like it would have to be a female because I don't feel like, putting a fence up in the middle of the yard so they could both have half of the yard. So, like, if I took a bigger one, like Spike's age, it would have to be a female. Because, their shell's the thing you have to protect the most. Because and when turtles fight, that's what they do is crack each other's shell. And in the wild, they're automatically dead when that happens. Yep, Kevin, that's true. That is so true. Like, people think that it can't be hard, but it is hard. Like, especially from a hatchling to like 4 or 5 years old. Like, that's when they're either going to live or they're going to die. Because that 5 years is the most crucial time of getting their lighting right and their temperature right and soaking them for their moisture in their shell right. That's just everything. And it's a 24-hour day job. And unfortunately, a lot of people just take them out and let them go. And I'm like, that's so mean. You can't do that with these turtles. They will all, if you take one of these turtles and just let them go in the wild, you might as well just kill them because that's what letting them go in the wild is doing. Just killing them. But it'd be a slow death. Like, I don't know why anybody would think that's a good idea. To just let one of these go in the wild. They can't survive on their own. And, once it gets 35 degrees, if they're outside and it freezes, they're going to die. I mean, no, don't do that. Don't just let them go. I believe it, Kevin. Ain't that so sad? My daughter actually, one day last week, she showed me a TikTok where I think this girl lived in California. Is a TikTok girl, which I've never been on TikTok in my life, so I don't know nothing about it. I'm just gonna explain to you what I saw. She like brought her phone out and was showing me this girl like walked out in her backyard, like she was barefooted and everything, like she just had woken up. And this turtle was in the neighbor's yard, and it like came running over to her, and it was a little Spike. It looked like he was probably 3 years old at the most. And somebody just, obviously didn't want him no more, so they let him go. Okay, Gwen. And that girl went in and got lettuce and stuff, and he was starved to death. That turtle was starved to death. I was like, no, don't do that to these guys. If somebody don't find them, they're gonna die. Like, don't just let them go. They can't take care of themselves. I told Aaron, I said, tell that girl that we'll take that turtle. It was a boy, like you could tell just by the way its shell was shaped. It was like probably 2 or 3, but its shell was shaped the same as Spike's. It wasn't growing that big hump in the back like the females do. And I told her, I said, tell her that we'll take it. And she's like, she lives in California. I'm like, dang it, man. Dang it. So I hope, she said she was going to keep it, so I'm sure she probably did. She seemed like she would. So I told my daughter to comment on there that if she didn't want to keep it for whatever reason, to call animal control or something. They'll take it and find a turtle rescue to give it to or something. Don't just let them go in the wild. You're killing them. I don't know. I've just always been a believer that no matter what, if you get an animal, I don't care if it's a cat, dog, whatever, you're stuck with that animal until, you know, it gets old and it dies. Like, I know people that go get puppies and keep them for about a year, and then when they're not puppies no more, they send them to the pound, and then, you know, a month later they'll have another puppy. I'm like, no, 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 no. Mm-mm. All you're doing is making that dog's life miserable. Like, that's when people fall in love with the dogs, is when they're babies. And you're taking that away from that dog because you're spending that time with it, and then as soon as it becomes a grown dog, you don't want it no more. Kevin, what'd you do with the Russian tortoise that you found? Did you keep it? So you gave her to the zoo? Oh, yeah. Yeah, they are escape artists. Spike escaped. He was gone for probably about 10 days one time. He was probably about 5 or 6 years old. He escaped. Trust me, I know what happens. That's why now, like, everyone's like, you're not going to find him? I'm like, oh yeah, I am going to find him. Yeah, I am. And thank God this person down the road had him. It was just dumb luck, really, is what it was. But from that day on, that's when the 6-foot fence got put up in the backyard. And like, I took the boards around the bottom and put them the other way and screwed them in so he can't push any boards out. And then I put rocks in front of them boards. Like, there's like 3 or 4 layers of you ain't getting out anymore protection. Like, the gate that was in the backyard around the fence, I took that gate out because if, you know, he could go underneath it if he worked at it hard enough. I took it out and put up, you know, like the gate that's like the fences, you know what I'm talking about? Like, yeah, Kevin. Spike did that one time. Telling you what, my heart sunk to my feet that day. That was the worst feeling ever when I went to feed him and he wasn't in there and the board was pushed out on his cage thing that he was in. Oh, my heart sunk. I walked up and down these roads for 10 days and asked everybody, knocked on everybody's door. Then finally I came home and everybody kept saying, you're not going to find him. I'm like, yeah, I am. And it was so, I was in such a rush because it was the end of October. Like, they cannot be out once it gets that cold. They'll die. I walked the cornfields around here. I walked everywhere you could think of. And I came home and got on Facebook and those yard sale websites they have on there for your area. I posted a picture of him on there, and you know that he's missing and blah 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 blah. And this lady commented. She said, asked me where I lived, what road I lived. You know, I told her where I lived, and she said, "Wow, my son and daughter-in-law lives about a mile from you, and they just found a big turtle like that." I was like, "It's Spike," and she, you know, called him and everything, and it was Spike. I was like, I was so lucky. And the house Spike was at, Spike, the speed limit on the road in front of my house is 55, but I live on the straightaway part. Everybody goes 80, 90, 100 all day long. I mean, there's probably 3 or 4 fatality crashes in front of my house a year because I live in the straightaway part. That tells you how people drive out here. And for Spike to get to the house that he was at, he had to cross that road because he was on the other side of the road at the house, on the other side of the road. So I'm just like, man, Spike. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, but the people that got him, they planned on keeping him and everything. But they're like, we didn't know nothing about him. Like, we didn't know what kind of turtle he was. Or the guy said he was taking a shower and he just gotten out of the shower and he looked out the window and he said, I saw this big turtle running across the backyard. So I threw some shorts on and ran out there and got it. He said, but first I got a stick to see if it would bite the stick, you know, like snapping turtles do. He said, once I figured out it wasn't going to bite me, I picked it up. And they had it in they had him in their bathroom. I said, wow. I bet you he messed up your drywall, didn't he? And they said, yeah. I said, yeah, you can't put turtles in a house like that. Like, that's why these metal things up are, and I mean, it's just plywood behind that, but that's why these metal things are up, because they will mess some stuff up with their arms. They're strong. Yeah, I just got lucky on getting him back. It was just luck that they found him. Okay, guys, I'll do a sleep stream here in a little bit. I'm gonna hang up some more of these strips and stuff like that for Spike. Let the dogs out. So come back in about 20 minutes. Thank you guys for coming and talking to me.